Family Matters was my favorite comedy show. Family Matters was cool. The sad thing about Family Matters, chat, is that you can, it's really weird, right? You can make an argument that Family Matters made and simultaneously destroyed, shit, what's Urkel's real name, chat? Is it Jaleel White? I'm pretty sure it's Jaleel White. Yeah, it's really weird, chat. It made and destroyed his career at the same time. Because he was so typecast that he never got like a legitimate role. He actually had one show, it was called like Grown Ups or something like that. I remember it. Hold on. Jaleel White, yeah. This is him, Urkel. Like he had like one show, I think it was called Grown Ups. Yeah, I think this is it. But I mean, of course it flopped. Here we go. 1990. You guys ever seen this show? You got the black guy, white chick, and then the fat white guy. And somehow this guy got this girl. What? This shit like this never like happens in real life. What the fuck? Why do they keep perpetuating that, chat? Why is television so obsessed with that? With perpetuating the fat funny guy with like the hot wife or the hot girl. That shit like never happens. You know what I mean? Like I think it all started with the Honeymooners. Ideal, yeah. It's like a just, I don't want to call it a stereotype. If you guys want to know where it came from this show. It came from this show, The Honeymooners, right? Boom. Fat white guy. He was a bus driver. I think his name was Ralph, and this is his wife. Got the hot wife. And then if you look at like other shows, The Flintstones, Family Guy, like it's always the same thing. Me as a fat guy, Netflix does it a lot too. I mean, it's because it's been a trope. That's what it is. It's a trope. It's because the fat white guy with the hot wife it's been a trope since The Honeymooners came out in, holy shit, it's not even the same. Chat, this is 1955. This has been a trope since the 50s. I thought the show came out in the no. This has been a trope from the what? This show only ran for a year? Wow. That's actually insane because, again, if you look at the Flintstones, they did it in the Flintstones with Fred and Wilma. You know, Fred is the fat white guy, got the hot wife. Let me think. Let's see, what's another show? I mean, The Simpsons, obviously. Yeah, you got The Simpsons. Fat white guy, hot wife. Like it just doesn't happen. Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it doesn't have to be. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a fat white guy. But generally, like the way that the comedies are structured, chat, is that generally you have the father who's like a fat funny guy. A perfect example. The Jim. I don't know how to spell his name. Here it is. The Jim Belushi Show. Another example, chat. Jim Belushi. If I can find him. There you go. Fat white guy, hot wife. Like, there you go. It's a trope. The trope is to have the fat funny dad, and then you kind of have to like. No one, I think it's kind of like no one wants to watch a show like, chat, would you guys ever watch a comedy with just an ugly wife? Like, that's not, I'm not sure I can think of a show where the wife is just ugly. I mean, even Ugly Betty's not ugly, and that has ugly in the name. Like, you just don't put ugly women on TV. At least not as like the wife, you know what I mean? Not as like the main, what's it called? The Cleveland Show? Yeah, okay, but that's a prime example, by the way. What did they do with the Cleveland Show? They kicked off his old wife and they gave him a new, prettier wife. I think Cleveland's wife now is named Donna. Yeah, they gave him, Cleveland's original wife was ugly, and they were like, this isn't working. You're too ugly. If we're gonna give Cleveland his own show, we need to fucking upgrade. King of the Hill? Peggy's not ugly. Peggy Hill's not, she's not, I mean, look, Peggy Hill's not like, Peggy, let's see. Yeah. Chat, ugly? Or no? Yeah, Peggy, look at that. Peggy Hill's not ugly, dude. Oh my god, you guys say Peggy Hill's not ugly. She just Peggy Hill's she's not ugly. You're too ugly. She's not ugly, chat. She's just not. Wait. I just don't think she's. There you go. Yeah, I just don't think she's like. She's not as glamorous as like a lot of the other like women that are usually on TV. Because the thing about King of the Hill was supposed to be more like grounded and realistic, chat. Yeah. Yeah, like King of the Hill was supposed to be more grounded, even though it wasn't obviously an animated comedy. The show was more grounded and realistic. It was kind of like a show where it was just like, it was like real, you know what I mean? Like it was grounded in realism, even though it was an animated show. I mean, if you guys think, if this is your definition of ugly, I guess, then that's not bad. Because like, what was Cleveland's, was it Loretta? Cleveland. I can't remember what Cleveland's last name was. Cleveland, was it Brown? Yeah, I think. Holy shit, they killed her? Wow, did she actually die on the, did they actually kill her on the show? Holy shit, look. She was so ugly they killed her. Wow. I mean, yeah, okay, this to me is objectively ugly, chat. Fake fan. I mean, it's a spin-off show. Like, how many episodes? I've seen some other Cleveland show. Like, I'm not gonna. I haven't seen every season of the show. The show got canceled. But yeah, I had no idea they actually killed her. She was so ugly. Damn. Daria in her early years. I mean, but that's okay. See that's really not applicable. Because I'm talking about shows where like, I'm talking about shows with a wife. I mean, Daria, which I'm not even sure who the audience of that show was. Was it just emos? Like, who the fuck makes a show just for emos? I know Daria. That show was like, not funny at all, by the way. Yeah, but she's the main character of the show. She's not a wife. What I'm saying is, if you ever have like a wife on a show, no one wants to look at like an ugly wife. I mean, you don't have to make them 100% eye candy, but they should probably be attractive. You know what I mean? They don't need to be like seen. They can just be, or see, they don't have to be heard, just seen. But they kind of need to be, what's it called? According to Ginger, her mom was an Uggo. Wait, what are you talking about, Big Henry? They killed her in the Cleveland show. Yeah, they killed her because she was ugly, apparently. I mean, I think that's a little much, but yeah, the Cleveland show is like a prime example. If you look at Cleveland, this was his original wife in Family Guy, Loretta, and then when they, pretty sure, what's it called? Bam, yeah. But then when they, when Cleveland got his own show, bam, upgraded to a much more attractive wife, chat. So yeah, you don't want to have an ugly wife in a show. That doesn't work. You know what I mean? Does Roseanne not count? Okay, Roseanne is like a special exception. If the wife is the main, Roseanne is like, she's like the one exception, chat. Yeah, like I'll give you that. Roseanne was like not hot. She was also fat. Roseanne is like an example of like a show that shouldn't have worked, but it was so grounded. It was so grounded, like average American people just like could associate it or could associate with it. Roseanne. Yeah, Roseanne like shouldn't have worked as a comedy. I think this is new Roseanne. Actually, this is new Roseanne, but before, what's it called? Old Roseanne. Let's see. Roseanne. Here we go. Yeah, Roseanne shouldn't have worked. Like none of the characters were that attractive. The mom was fat and ugly, but the shit just worked. Everybody Hates Chris. That's Pam from Martin. I mean, I wouldn't say she's old, but she's not ugly. Like if that's it, that's if you know. Okay, yeah, you're talking about her right here. Yeah, she's not ugly. And plus, if see, you guys don't know, she used to be a Martin. She was Pam. Like, she's not ugly. That's like when people call the wife from My Wife and Kids ugly. It's like, nah, dude, she's not ugly. She was Gina from Martin. Martin cast. Let's see. Holy shit, this is so what's it called? Okay, by the way, chat, if you thought that the wife from Everybody Hates Chris this is what she used to look like, chat, in the 90s. Like, she's old in that show, but this is what she used to look like. Yeah, she's hot. You know what I mean? Oh my goodness, dude. Gina, what? The white kid, that white kid, or White Kiss in Silicon Valley. Chat, we're talking about shows people actually watch, not you guys are coming up with like the most random obscure shows that like don't nobody watch. Bob's Burgers. That's another Peggy Hill. Yeah, I know about Bob's Burgers. That's like another Peggy Hill situation. That's like one of those super outliers. Malcolm in the Middle. India. Wait, is that Linda or India? Lindy is hot. Cap standards. I'm not saying that the mom from Bob's Burgers is like good looking, but to me, she's like another Peggy Hill basically. Actually, yeah, she's just kind of normal. I don't know. To be completely honest, chat, everyone in Bob's Burgers is fucking scuffed. Everybody. Like, there are no attractive characters in this entire show. So like, I don't even know what to say about Bob's Burgers. Like, the entire cast is just scuffed. Bernie Mac? What, Bernie? I know the Bernie Mac show. His wife is bad as fuck, chat. I mean, we're not just gonna go on every single show and rate the wife, but like, yeah, Bernie Mac's wife was pretty bad in this show. Did they change the wife on the show, or is this the same one? She looks a little different here. Maybe it was like the first season or something like that. Yeah. The point is, chat, overwhelmingly in a lot of these comedies, you want a good-looking wife. Maybe in some of the animated shows, you might have a wife who's like, but most of the time you want a good-looking wife. Let's see. I quit Bob's Burgers after 3 seasons. Don't care if it's good now. Bob's Burgers was okay. It's not a show that I really got into. Let's see if anyone wants to play it. I wouldn't consider Lois from Malcolm in the Middle attractive inside or out. I mean, she's like average. I know who you're talking about. I don't know if she's ever been sexy or confused with sexy, but she's what's it called, dueling. It's up to you guys. I'm down for whatever. We can talk stocks. We can talk whatever, chat. Y'all just calling black women ugly? The mom from Malcolm in the Middle is she's just what's it called? Yeah, her name was Lois, right? Malcolm in the Middle. Yeah, I mean, she's kind of in that Peggy Hill. This is her right here. Jane Kasmerick. Let's see. Yeah, this isn't exactly ugly, but it's not exactly like good looking either. Okay, I have no idea who this person is. I know all the rest of the characters, but not actually. Let's see. You got the dad, Malcolm, Dewey. Oh no, wait, Dewey's the little one. I think Reese. I have no idea who this kid is though. And the older brother who was in some episode. I think his name was Francis, if I'm not mistaken. The mom is Lois. The new kid. Wait, there's a kid named Jamie on this show? Really? They had a baby? For what? They got a poor brother. That's a really bad sign, chat. If you guys don't know, so if you guys don't know, whenever a comedy, especially a comedy, right? whenever they add a new younger character, that's generally a really bad sign for a show. It's like I think like the Brady Bunch was the show that kind of started that. Yeah, that's actually hold on. Oh my god. That's another trope, chat. That's generally another trope that's around family shows. Is they'll add usually a younger like sibling or baby or like a cousin or something like that. What was it with the Brady? But was it Cousin Oliver or something like that? Brady Bunch, Cousin Oliver. They've done this with so many shows, by the way, too. They just add Scrappy Doo. Yeah, here we go. Boom. They usually add another like younger character. I mean, the Fairly Odd Parents is infamous for this, by the way. I mean, I'm sure you guys know about that, right? Like, the Fairly Odd Parents is that show kept adding characters and no one liked any of them. They added a baby on Fairly Odd Parents, they added a dog, and then they added a little girl. But yeah, when comedies and stuff, when they add like new characters, new younger siblings, that means the show is like dying. I think Family Matters may have done that too. Or no, or they just got rid of Judy, if I'm not mistaken. Poof was fine. I like Chloe. Yeah, I mean, my understanding, I watched the video on this, chat. My understanding is that most people didn't like any of the characters. I think Poof was the baby, right? Poof was the baby, Chloe was the girl, and then they also had a dog. Was the dog a fairy too? The dog may have been a fairy, but my understanding is that no one really liked any of the characters. When a show keeps adding characters, it's not a good sign. Like, if you look at a show like The Simpsons, why do you think they don't add any more characters to the show? Like, and The Simpsons obviously has been going downhill for forever, but they don't just say, hey, we're adding another baby to the show. You know what I mean? Oblongs was crap. What are you? Oblongs was amazing. You do realize Will Ferrell was on that show, right? Will Ferrell was on the Oblongs. I don't know if he created the show, but he played the dad on the show. The Simpsons ended in 2016. No, it didn't. The Simpsons is still going on now. The dog was a fairy. Okay, that's what I thought. Cousin Oliver looks like Cyrus Truesdale. There are more shows. There are more shows that did this. I'm trying to think. I don't think Full House did it. I don't think so. I'm trying to think of like another show that was like notorious for doing this, that added another character. That added Scrappy Doo. Yeah, I mean that's another like super. Oh my god, Scrappy Doo was just fucking annoying. That added yeah, Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince is a prime example. Nikki, right? Yeah, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's like a prime example. Holy shit. Yes, Fresh Prince is a prime example, chat. That is, oh my god, that's a great example. You see the original cast and it's like, it's perfect, dude. You got the star of the show. You got the snappy butler. You got the fat funny dad. You got the hot wife. you got everything. You got the stuck-up cousin who is there to kind of like be a complete opposite of the funny main character. You got the younger one who is, you know, she's just there to be cute. And then you also have the stuck-up older one who, you know, she's dumb. There's a lot of, that's also kind of another trope in these TV shows, is having a lot of times the daughter, chat, who's like very attractive, being dumb. You know what I mean? Like, if you guys ever seen Married with Children with Al Bundy, like, Kelly is incredibly stupid. It's like you're kind of there, just eye candy. And this cast was great. And then what did they do, chat? Towards the end of the show. Let's see. What did they do towards the end of the show, chat? Bam. They added this little fucking turd to the show. How many of you guys remember Little Nicky? Like, just, God, man. Fucking worst character on the show by far. That's Seltzer. Press 1 if this was Seltzer, chat. This was Seltzer's first job. You guys have learned the secret of what Seltzer's first job actually was, boys. That's a picture of Cap. Nah, that's not me. Like, you look at him, even he's like, damn, the fuck? I got a huge forehead. Yeah, little Nicky was, he was a bad character, chat. But the thing is, they add these characters to the show a lot of times because they think that like a cute little character who's just like you have this cute little character that all the adults will be like, "Aw," and then you try to make them all snappy. You know what I mean? Like, I think it all started from like Michelle on Full House. Like you have the character who's like clearly supposed to be like a 4-year-old kid, but they talk like an adult and stuff. If you guys have ever seen Full House, like, you know what I'm talking about. Like, you know how Michelle was like super sarcastic and stuff? It's like you talk like, actually no. No. I think it probably started with Raven Simone. You guys know the Cosby Show? Yeah, I don't think it started with, I'm pretty sure that was before Full House. The Cosby, I don't think she started with the original show either. Let's see. I think this was the original, this was probably the original cast of the Cosbys. I think this was Judy, or whoever this black chick is. She was, once they added Raven Simone to the show, it was pretty much a wrap. Bam, there we go. Yeah, once they added Raven Simone to the show, shit was a wrap. She was just like, she kind of took over the fucking show, to be honest. That's some light-skinned Ibis. I used to have a huge crush on, boom, this one right here. I think this is Lisa Bonet. I'm pretty sure that's what her, isn't this the chick? Is this the chick that's married to Jason Momoa? I'm pretty sure she is, but she's like super older than him, if I'm not mistaken. But she was like super bad in that show, chat. Yeah, she was like super bad in that show. It's not Bill Cosby, it's Bill Cosby. Wait, why are you guys saying Bill Cosby? It's not Bill Cosby, it's Bill Cosby. You know what I mean? One of the greatest shows of all time. So you found out the dad was actually a rapist. Bill Cosby's still my hero, boys. Bill Cosby's still my hero.